Well, really glad to have this finally at long last. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this animation is going to be like, and I really hope that it's as good as some of the others, like the Macro Terror and Fury from the Deep. So, yeah, let's pop it open and see what I think of it. What the hell was that? Hello everyone and welcome to another video.
So the special edition release of The Web of Fear was released recently, and I finally got round to watching it. And here are my thoughts, starting with the pros. The pros. 1. The surviving episodes have been restored really well and they all look really crisp and good. They still all looked really good on the original DVD release, but I love how great they look on this release all the same. 2. Unlike the original release of this story, there are a whole plethora of special features, such as behind the scenes documentaries telling how both the original story and animation were made. There are also audio commentaries for all episodes featuring cast and crew from the original story, such as actors Fraser Hines and John Levine, as well as the late Deborah Watling, Derek Sherwin and Ralph Watson. And I'm really glad that there are more special features this time round, as the original release felt very rushed and lacklustre in this regard. 3. The story itself is really good overall, and I think it's one of the most memorable and iconic Doctor Who stories of all time. There are some truly terrific performances from the cast, such as the 3 regulars Patrick Troughton, Fraser Hines and Deborah Watling respectively, as well as Nicholas Courtney, Ralph Watson, Jack Watling and Tina Parker as Colonel Lethbridge Stewart, Captain Knight, Professor Travers and Anne Travers respectively. 4. The cover art for the DVD's front cover by Lee Binding looks amazing, and it makes for such an eye-catching and startling image without too much going on with it, which is great. Overall, it's such a lovely and awesome design. Anyway, we now come to the cons, or more specifically, the animation. And oh boy, do I have a lot to say about this.
Oh dear, we are in trouble, aren't we?
The animation. Now, before I say anything, I just want to make it crystal clear that I am still extremely grateful to the animation team for the hard work and effort they've put into this animation. And I'm really glad that we have an animation for the story's 3rd episode now, as animation's always better to watch than still reconstructions, I think. Although reconstructions are still really good. I'm not trying to bash any of the people involved with the animation or their work, or all of what I'm about to say is intended to be taken as merely constructive criticism, and I do not mean any disrespect to anyone involved with the project. So with that disclaimer out of the way with, let's now get on with my actual thoughts on the animation. So, what did I think of the animation? Well, I didn't really like it. I honestly feel like the animation was being a bit too ambitious for its own good. Using 3D animation is by no means a bad idea, and there have been examples of it being used for Doctor Who related things in the past and it being done well on those occasions, such as Dreamland, which was done way back in 2009. But the problem the Web of Fear has is that the animation looks only half done, and I suspect that is because it was rushed due to a lack of time. It wouldn't really surprise me if this turned out to be true, as the BBC have been pumping out more and more animations in recent years, and it would make a lot of sense if at least some of these have had really quick turnarounds and not an awful lot of time until the deadline approaches. I also wouldn't be surprised if the budget for the animation wasn't particularly high, again due to the potentially very quick turnaround, as well as the fact that I'm sure someone involved with past animations has spoken about how low the budget is for each animation before. Now yes, it's probably true that something like Dreamland wasn't done on a massive budget either, but I bet that it had much more time that could be devoted to the animation and improving and refining it. Also, Dreamland wasn't released during an incredibly busy era of regular Doctor Who animations, so the animators' attentions wouldn't have been shifted away from it potentially. But The Web of Fear was released during a busy era. Sure, the animation team for Web was slightly different. Shapeshifter Studios did the actual animation, with the producing being done by Big Finish Creative and BBC Studios in a collaboration together, but Big Finish Creative and BBC Studios also had their own animations to work on as well, with last year's Fury from the Deep and the upcoming Evil of the Daleks animations respectively. So really, the Web of Fear animation seemed to be trying something that it simply couldn't really pull off effectively enough. But not because of anyone's fault, merely a lack of the right amount of money and time to be spent on bringing it to life. Therefore, the end result is something that is just very strange to watch. A lot of the characters look absolutely nothing like they should, and even if there are some that do, they still would need a lot more work to make them even 50% accurate, let alone 100%. The likenesses aren't really there with a lot of them. A lot of the movements aren't very accurate either. They don't really look like normal human movements. They look too, well, animated. I honestly find it so strange how they use motion capture for this animation. The bodies and body proportions don't look quite right either. Some characters look like they've either got too small heads or too small torsos. A lot of the heads look really blocky too, especially when you see them from the side. It just looks really freaky sometimes. And what on earth is with Colonel Lethbridge Stewart's eyes in this preview clip? Those look nothing like normal human eyes at all. They're just blank dots. I mean, for goodness sake, it's like he's seen some really messed up stuff and is traumatised by it or something. Anyway, I'm sure that's enough of that bizarre meme-infested rant for you all. I'm sure you all get the point by now. I do honestly feel bad for talking this negatively about the animation, as I know that a lot of people have put a lot of hard work and effort into making it. I just find it frustrating that, for whatever reason it might be, the finished result ended up looking like this. I really do want to look at this animation more positively, and I think it's such a shame that this new 3D approach to Lost episode animations has started off with this. Perhaps all animations will be done in the usual 2D way for the foreseeable future due to just how much of a backlash this animation has had. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. But who knows? Maybe they'll give the 3D approach another shot sometime soon. I certainly wouldn't mind if they did, as much as I love a lot of the 2D animations. I just hope that if they ever try it again, they have a lot more time and money at their disposal. But for now, we can only speculate. But anyway, so thanks for watching, hope you liked it. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button below, as well as press the bell icon at the side so you'll be notified of when all my new videos come out. This channel currently has 379 subscribers as of the time of writing this video, but if we're able to get to 500 by the end of this year, then I will rank every single TV companion, from 1963 to the present. Also, please rate and comment below what you thought of the animation, as well as whether you liked my review style or not. And if you have any questions for my upcoming Q&A, then please comment them below. The deadline for all questions is the 17th of September at 11:59 PM UK time. So, until next time, bye bye!